Hey everyone, this is Stefanus with ST Model Cars. So in this video, I want to review something that's kind of fun. This is an older 1/18 scale Ford Crown Victoria by AutoArt. So this car originally started as the police car, and AutoArt has releases several versions of the police cars on this for this Crown Victoria. And I many years ago I decided to convert this into like the civilian version. I decided to left the antenna here, and it kind of made it look kind of like the detective undercover version of the Crown Victoria. But it's kind of a fun project. I always want to have like a plain color Crown Victoria, and I know Motormax made them as well, but they're not as refined as this AutoArt. So I'm glad I had this, and I'm glad I modified this. So just to show you this, turn the turntable off, lift up the car. Okay. So again, this is a fully opening diecast. A typical old AutoArt, everything is done well. It has that really hefty premium feel to it. So you can kind of see some of these details. The chrome applications are applied really well. But yeah, everything is just made, just built really well in this car. So first I'm going to show you the engine here. The hood doesn't really stay up, so I'm just gonna hold it with my thumb here. The 4.6 liter V8 is detailed pretty well, actually. It's quite acceptable details. For models that is maybe about what 15 years ago or so. This is just very good. Let me see here. Wheels. It has that a standard hubcap. I kind of wish they would have done it without the hubcap and just exposed the black steel wheel. I think that will make it looks a little better in my opinion. But the hubcap looks fine too. The one thing that is kind of like a song on this car for me is the side markers. The size of this side marker is, like this, the orange part, it's a little bit too big. Like if you look at the real Crown Victoria, this side marker, the orange part, that reflector is about maybe 3/4 of this size. And it does kind of distract a little bit of the appearance of the car. It kind of looks like, something just a little off. So just so you know. And then, let me see, so open the front door here. So unfortunately, the door only opened just a little bit. I mean, I can barely, fit a finger in between the door openings here. They don't open wide enough for you to really appreciate the interior. But it has that dark blue, like late 90s interior that you see in a lot of the car in that period. And it's made pretty well. I mean, if my camera doesn't zoom this really well, maybe, but it's pretty well made. See here, right? So here's the rear seat area. Same with the back door. They don't open that much. Again, I can, and the bottom part of the door, I can't even fit a finger through this. But it does have the regular back seat. It doesn't have that, that police car, like that police cruiser back seat with the hard, service, and like if you were to detain someone. So this has the regular back seat, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't remember if this car has a partition or not. And obviously in this one it's no longer there, but I couldn't remember if this car originally came with partition, and maybe I just removed that. Okay, so onto the back. What's missing is the police interceptor badge. This is pretty plain here. It'd be kind of neat if they put the police interceptor badge. The trunk here is pretty big. Half of it is almost eaten by the spare tire. To me, somewhat this Crown Victorias are kind of unique in the way that they're such a large car, but sometimes I don't think they're packaged that well, in the real car. So here's the driver's side. Trying to see if I gotta open the front door first. It's just a little stuck here, I'm not sure why. There you go. So again, same with the other side. The door barely opens. You can kind of see the cockpit here a little bit. There's the police radio. I still left that in the middle. And full instrumentation. Unfortunately, the headliner isn't finished on this one. You have that dome light in the front, but the rest of the headliner isn't finished. So here's a shot of the undercarriage. It's pretty much dominated by this bronze color exhaust. You can see it's the live axle still, right? The front suspension. The suspension isn't working, but it's all replicated very well here. So see if I can get all this door open and put it in the turntable. You can kind of get a look at the car a little better. Kind of never mind that plan because the trunk and the hood doesn't really stay open. So it's gonna be kind of hard to display it with everything open. Oh, just another word. So the way I removed the decals and everything, for the body, for the non-plastic part, I use a non-acetone nail polish remover. If you apply like a small amount in the cloth and slowly rubbing it, all that decal will come off. And for some, I believe there were some decals that was in the plastic part, like on this one. On that one, I don't recommend using the nail polish remover as it will melt the plastic. So for this one, I just use a rubbing compound. Take some elbow grease, but just keep rubbing that, and that will go away and kind of give you this, this clean look. Okay, much appreciated if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you have any question, any suggestions, or any requests, feel free to put it in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.